Oh, what's up? Good afternoon, everybody. You're tuned into Devin That Dude, though. Tomorrow, which is Saturday, I don't have a delivery video scheduled because it wasn't really interesting. Like this past week, um, I did have a route today. I was out in like Mesa all day, but it was kind of like, like a lot of like senior living places and stuff, assisted living. So can't really do too many videos with that really. Now that I think about it, a lot of the times it's always been like restaurants because it's like it's more interesting and kind of funny with restaurants. But yeah, the topic of this video, yeah, bro, we're back to 4 days. If you hear anything in the background, it's because I'm watching TV. Like I just keep it 100 with y'all. Plus outside, like it's getting hot. We out here in Phoenix, bro. I called my manager actually today because man, like I have not been feeling it, bro. I'm like, this 5-day work week is just, it's ass. Cause sometimes you come in and it's like, there's no work for you. So, and that's honestly, it's kind of like a hit or miss. It's like 50-50. Excuse me. Like I come in, I don't know what to expect, man. Every single day is just different. It's just, I kind of hate that. I like linear work. You know, some people, if you're surprised, would prefer a job that's like it switches up constantly. That's this. Every single day, I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, I might be like an extra, but then it's like, oh, this guy called out and it's a route that's scheduled for like 11 or 12 at night. I'm starting at 3 and I'm getting to the customer super late, and some of the customers may or may not be open. It's never happened to me because I've just been, working real fast. But yeah, it happened to some drivers. I had called my manager today. We all work like 5 days a week now. You already know, like the past like few months and stuff. But I got split days off. Some drivers do too, of course. I'm not the only one. But a few others have like consecutive, like a Sunday, Monday off, because everyone's off Sunday. So I'm like, damn, can I get Monday off? Like, I don't really care to have Saturday off. I actually prefer to work Saturdays here because most of the seniority drivers are off. So all their trucks are available. So if I have a route, I can take almost any truck in the yard. Obviously, I respect the equipment, even though it's not theirs, but still, if I had a truck, I wouldn't want some newbie driver just messing up my stuff. And actually, which this is crazy, this is a little bit off topic, but one of our drivers here, higher seniority, way higher seniority than me, he has an extension cord taken out of his truck. That's not cool, man. Like, it's not really slip seating, but if they're off and you just so happen to have his or her truck, like, come on, bro. Like, leave the truck in the same condition it was. Yeah, I told my manager, I'm just like, yo, I want Monday off. And just like, yeah, we're going to bring that up in a meeting because it's basically like some meeting or something like that going on about the drivers. Because actually a few drivers brought it to their attention. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. That's even better that I'm not the only one saying this. Now, we can all agree, and the reality is, we go from working 5 days to 4 days. That's less money in the check. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole day worth of 12 hours. Roughly, at least for me, that's roughly like $280 less. So, actually probably a little bit more than that, almost 300. So yeah, I wouldn't call it a hit, but it's a fair amount. My checks as of recently, like on average, have been like 1,400. I do have like a check that's 1,900. I forget why, but it may have been like my Sholo route that I did, and I had like some reimbursements that I needed to get, back. But yeah, like 1,400. I think I had a 1,600 check. But I've also had a 1,600 check when I was working 4 days a week. Oh, no. Yeah, I was working 4 days a week, but I picked up, I think, like maybe 2 days. Like, for some odd reason, I just kept on accepting the calls. I ended up doing, I think, a maximum of either 64 or 67 hours. It might have been 67 hours, and I net like over 1,600 or something. But it's kind of just, it's like burnout. I'm not one to necessarily complain when I'm at work and then, you know, I beg to get the job. Now I want to start complaining about what should be, you know, changed. But, you know, we're all drivers. We deal with a lot. You know, the warehouse deals with a lot too. Everybody does. But we deal with the customer at firsthand. We deal with the other drivers on the road. We deal with trying to maneuver that, you know, a good setup. We deal with the elements outside. You know, we deal with long hours as far as like simply getting to the stop. We also deal with, you know, stuff where you have a stop and it's only one case. You have to drive like 10 minutes out the way just for one case. Oh, and not to mention, you can't really park super close. So you gotta park a little far and maybe wheel it in, depending on how big the item is. Listen, I'm super happy, bro. I was done the route. I walked in, looked at the board. I'm like, oh, the new schedule's up. I'm seeing a lot of like grayed out. I'm like, oh shit. There's a lot of gray out. You know, the gray out means it's a day off. And yeah, so it's upcoming this next week after I work Saturday. I gotta I'll be off Sunday. Then I gotta work Monday, Tuesday, but then I'm off Wednesday, Thursday, which is payday. And then I'm back on Friday, Saturday, and that's it. So 2 days on, 2 days off, 2 days on. I'm like, that's pretty good. That's pretty good because that first part of the 2 days is a Monday and the second part is immediately a Friday. And it's the same thing for the next 2 days. The only thing is I only have like 1 day off for Sunday, but that's cool. But like I said, man, it means lower money. And I've heard from, you know, senior drivers, a lot of the new drivers, they're going to be complaining once it slowed down that they can't really get 40 hours. I'm like, that's a bit crazy to not get at least 40 hours, but I was told that we can get a guaranteed though. I got to look into that because I remember somebody saying something about even if you don't get like complete 40 hours, you can get a guarantee base of 40 hours. So that's pretty good. But yeah, I had to go grab me a damn Ricola because yeah, this isn't like, you know, a week from now or something. This is literally excuse me, the day posting after whatever that shorts was where I mentioned I was sick. So grab these bad boys. Obviously I'm gonna take the NyQuil soon because my day is already shot. But yeah, man, I look forward to this. That means also my recovery days for the gym, much better. Right now my chest, you can't tell obviously, but my chest is killing me. Like just like doing that, like right here. Yeah, so that's honestly I enjoy those 4 days on and 3 days off because I could really focus on my health and you know, meditate. Like I take baths. Like I'm a grown ass man, but I take baths. Just kind of having some mental clarity and stuff. You know, got enough money saved and stuff, and money to take my girl out somewhere. As you can see, I finally got a couch. I'm not really going to do like an apartment tour because it's like, it's definitely not set up 100%. But on my Instagram, you can go over there. You got to request to follow me though. But yeah, I got the couch. It's basically a boneless couch, and I got the bed in there, which is, it's funny because I've actually been sleeping on the couch because it's that type of couch where you can make it like in different shapes. I'm thinking of buying one more so I can have like a giant square in the living room. And I don't know if you see, but right here, yeah, it's a LED strip. There's a light strip. It goes all the way up this wall, all the way across this back wall, and it's kind of like a little small strip that ends on the end. I can show that too real quick. Let's see. It just stops right there. I don't know how long it's gonna be like this. 4 days. Hey, listen, I hit 12 hours. 12 hours times 4, 48, 8 hours of overtime. So it's not really that big, but I think around there, now I'm getting paid 28.61, probably net like 11. Cause like I said, I definitely do at least 10 hours per day. If it slows down dramatically, I feel like having us on for 5 days a week, right? And a lot of drivers, they talked about this. I've had conversations with some drivers. Basically, one of the drivers, he was like, yeah, I went to the Mesa yard to go to work 4 days a week, but then they switched him to 5. And he's just like, yo, this is some BS. I'm just like, yeah, but you know, it's more money, but it's like work and life balance. You know what I mean? Let me go put the light on. But yeah, you know, it's a work and life balance. You know, I've seen a lot of comments on the internet from, you know, either TikTok or Instagram. Could be anywhere, even YouTube, mostly YouTube. There's been drivers who have been doing it for years. Obviously, I don't pay attention to the drivers that been in food service for like a couple months, and then they just say, oh, my experience was horrible. It's like, bro, you wasn't even in that shit. But for those that's been in food service for at least a year and up, you know, they'll say like either love it, or the reality is, you know, you work all these damn hours, and once you're done, you go home, you eat, you go to sleep, you wake up, it's the same thing. Same thing. You got all this money, but it's like you don't even feel like going out to enjoy it. You know what I mean? And obviously you have to wait until you get a real vacation to go spend some real money. Cause you ain't got enough time to be spending some real money. The fuck you gonna do in the area? Just go out to eat, little measly activities and shit. Like, nah, I'm trying to go to, you know, Florida Keys or something, the Bahamas. I'm trying to leave the country. I'm trying to go cave diving, something. You know, I plan to go skydiving one day. I really want to go skydiving. But yeah, those things, like I get home, bro, I just eat. Next thing you know, I'm asleep. I've had many days where I get home, I pack all my stuff I need for the next day. I go to sleep and I wake up at midnight, bro. I'm like, you fucking kidding me? I slept away the whole rest of the day, and I have to get up for work in the next hour. It's no point of going to sleep. I'm just napping now. But now I'm tired because I'm focused on I gotta get up, but I'm also trying to like actually go to sleep. So I'm kind of fighting both. The 4-day work week is just, it was perfect, honestly. Like coming into this division when it was 4 days a week, I was like, man, I didn't think I'd see this. 4 days a week, that is nice. That is nice. Yeah, not too much to say. Just basically, we're on for 4 days, not 5. We'll probably end up going back to 5. I guess when it gets busy, like, you know, Christmas, you know, holidays and all that stuff. Understandable, but don't have us on for 5 when it's really not that busy. For us, I don't know why it slows down in the summer, but I'm assuming it's too hot. It's too hot, and there's not a lot of people going out per se. So in New Jersey, it's the complete opposite. It slows down in the winter because ain't nobody trying to go out in that fucking cold. But in the summer, yeah, it's brutal in the summer, man. Brutal. Blessed to have this career. Keep it going for a little bit more. And definitely staying in shape, man. Staying active. It's super fun to stay active, bro. Shout out to this other driver I was talking to in the comment section. But this conversation was actually earlier today. Like I was texting you when I was like, well, not texting, but through the comment section while at work and shit. But, you know, to go from OTR, you know, you sit on your ass all day for the most part until you have your off time or take your break. It's like I got into food service because I wanted to stay active. I didn't want to just sit in the truck, you know, so long. So, but honestly, I'm being honest with y'all, I'm not going to say if I ever had the opportunity to, but I just flat out tell y'all that if I could get something that was on par with Prime, how I did it back then, or actually, I'm not going to say Martin Transport. Like Martin Transport is like a dead ass like OTR company, and home time is a little difficult, but the pay is good. The pay is good. something like Prime where I did regional tanker, liquid food grade, and it was good money too, man. It was good money. It was easy. I could also do another video about that, you know, my time with Prime, because I know a few of y'all are probably watching just out of curiosity, but you're like more so into regional and OTR. Because I still get, you know, it's crazy. I still get people in my comment section on TikTok like, what's the pay and all this stuff. I'm like, I don't even work there anymore. It's been like 5 years. The fuck? I don't even work there anymore, man. And like I said, I didn't quit, just resigned. But yeah, man, food service, it keeps you active though. It keeps you looking young. You just gotta know how to handle the hand truck. You know, take your time, take your breaks, definitely eat. Like, you get into this career, you can't be eating bullshit, man. Especially if you're skinny. Oh man, you killing yourself and your muscle. All that shit's deteriorating, bro. You gotta eat steaks, meatloaf, pasta, lots of pasta, rice, drink a lot of milk. I don't do whole milk though. I'm lactose intolerant, but I do like Fairlife milk, but they say it's like microplastics or some shit in it. But yeah, now I'm just all over the place. But anyway, but I'm gonna catch y'all next time, and I should have a video, you know, and that's another thing. I can have more time editing, you know, probably adding a little bit more. And I've also mentioned before that I did want to get a drone and actually do drone shots. Like, I wasn't bullshitting. I'm just trying to find like a good one, but not too expensive, because, you know, a good drone is like a good stack. I'm like, I ain't really just trying to like give away a stack just so I can, you know what I'm saying? Just so I can get some good footage. And I don't even know how the fuck to use this shit. I gotta be outside all fucking day figuring out how to use it. But making sure I don't fall in one of the damn lakes. But yeah, I'll catch y'all next time. Hopefully, not hopefully, but next Saturday, I should have a good delivery video for y'all. So, peace out. Thanks for watching.